Hey guys, MaxLPQueen here, and welcome back to some more Treasure in the Royal Tower. And yes,
Thank you. Let me do some calculations to see if this is correct. Eureka! If there's one thing I like in a young person, it's ingenuity. Now, I've got work to do. Time to stir the cauldron and stoke the fire. But if you'd like to talk, I'll be holding office hours in the lobby between 3 and 6 a.m. Meet me then.
I have done it. I have finally figured out the answer to the question that she was asking. So now we can finally move on. And I just realized that by putting 2 episodes together, that's great and all, I can make the episode longer, but I didn't account for this being really the end of the game, so now we're gonna end up with our last episode being 10 minutes or a little under 10 minutes or something like that, because, well, yeah, we're gonna only have one more episode after this, so nice to know. But anyway, it doesn't matter. What matters is that I actually figured it out, and that I finally realized that I can actually put these into a couple of, I guess you could call them mini episodes, into one gigantic episode, and make it a little bit longer. A little too late, but
Nancy, dear,
I figured it out.
welcome to the witching hour. Isn't it marvelous to be up and about when others are sound asleep? I find my brainwaves are at their most powerful during this time.
Yes, I happen to do some of my best work in the middle of the night, too. So, tell me, Professor, what is this theory you're working on?
Well, you probably know by now that I'm a scholar of French history. My specialty is Marie Antoinette. Oh, poor Marie, the most misunderstood queen of the 18th century. Marie used to visit the very tower that now belongs to this castle. I'm convinced that this place holds evidence that will forever change the way the world views Marie. But the walls have ears, so I'd rather not say any more right now. If you're really interested, why don't you go up to my room and have a look around yourself? You've been such a great help to me, almost like an apprentice. Oh, I've always wanted an apprentice.
Wow, Professor, that's really generous of you. I'd love to learn more about your work, but are you sure you don't mind?
I insist! Your mind is like a ravenous monkey gobbling up every banana in its path. Oh, how can I stand in the way? Here's my extra pass key. I get back to work at 6 a.m. sharp, so just make sure you vacate the premises by 5:59. And put things back where you find them. It's all scientifically organized in there.
What did you mean when you said Marie Antoinette was misunderstood?
Everyone thought Marie did nothing but spend France's money on jewels and fancy soap for herself, while her people were starving. History books have upheld the myth that she was just a spoiled and heartless brat, but I don't believe it.
What do you believe?
I believe that she's been the victim of vicious rumors and lazy historians for too long, and that if the real story could be told, people would realize that Marie Antoinette was actually a good woman who wanted to help her people but didn't know how.
Do you know anything about a tiara that was given to Marie Antoinette?
The infamous tiara, of course! Oh, people thought Marie had this extravagant piece commissioned for herself, and they hated her for it. But really, it was her husband, King Louis XVI, who had it made for her birthday. Oh, she didn't want it, refused to wear it, and then, a few months before the revolution broke out, the tiara disappeared.
Was it ever found?
It was never found. There were rumors that she had it destroyed, but no one has ever been able to prove this.
I found something that I think you'll be very interested in. It seems to be some kind of journal. I think it was written by Marie Antoinette herself.
What? Let me see that. This is it. I've been trying to track this down for 15 years. Where on earth did you find it?
Well, it's a long story, but I happened to find a way into the Queen's Tower, where I happened to find a secret compartment. I think this must be what the vandal was after.
Nancy, I must warn you. I'll wrestle you for this if I have to, and it won't be pretty.
I'm sure physical combat won't be necessary, Professor. I'm glad to help you with your work, but I need your assistance in return. You're fluent in French, aren't you?
Absolutely, I'll get to work on it right away. I'll have the translation ready in my room for you this time tomorrow. Until then, I mustn't be disturbed.
Okay, so it looks like we need to go ahead and see what Professor has going on in her room, but unfortunately she has decided to return to her room for the night, so we're going to need to return to our room and pretty much get up at this exact same time tomorrow so that we can, you know, figure out what's going on here, basically. Alright, so let's go ahead and see what's going on here. Change our alarm to 3 a.m. Not p.m., 3 a.m. and begin our search. Okay, so now we need to head over to her room. She did give us the key, so we need to head down there and see. She should be down in the lobby, so that shouldn't be the problem. It'll just be finding her room, which I seem to get lost in this place quite a bit. But we do have our key here, so we should be able to get in. And there we go, we are in. So let's take a look around here in her room and see what she's got going on. Maybe. Maybe not. Kidding. We're gonna find out what's going on, of course. So I obviously said this a while back, but I am going to leave this up for you guys to pause. If you would like to read it, you can. I've already played through the game, like I said, so I don't have to read it myself. So let's just, I guess just look around her room. We need to look everywhere we can. We're on the lookout for, I don't exactly remember what we're looking for, but let's just go ahead and continue on and see what we're actually looking for. I believe it is the... Okay, you know what? I'm not going to spoil it. So,
Testing.
we're just going to look around her room.
Can anyone hear me? Hotchkiss to Earth. Come in, Earth. Oh, okay. I think we're rolling. Now, let's get a look at these hallways. So rich in detail. You'd never know this place was built in 1920. It's all so 18th C. Oh, and there's Marie. I feel so close to her, just being here. It's as if her spirit is in the air, sweet as the smell of fried chicken.
Oh, come on! And the video cut off because the battery died. So yeah, we're gonna have to come back here another night and watch the rest of the video, but we still need to look around in her room here. And what do we have here? We have found the medallion. Yes, apparently Professor Hotchkiss had the last medallion with her, so I'm not gonna say that she's the one that hit me over the head, because I believe that was a different color one that we were looking for, but you know what? She's down here, so let's ask.
Hello, my fellow night owl. Or perhaps I should say hoot hoot. Ooh. Did you find anything of interest in my room?
I did pop in there, though interesting doesn't begin to describe the place. Would you mind if I went back another time?
Of course not. Pop in all you like, just not when I'm working.
What do you think of Lisa Ostrom?
That Leslie, yes, oh, real dynamo, but... oh, I told Chester that I would not require any maid service during my stay. I don't know why she didn't get the message.
See you soon.
Right-o.
Okay, so I think we just had our answer without even having to ask her the question. So, we found this medallion in Professor Hotchkiss's room, but it wasn't hers, okay? She didn't take it, she didn't knock us over the head and put it in her room herself and hide it. I think Miss Lisa is the one that put it in there, and she's probably the one that knocked us out. So the one thing that we need to do though is we need to go back to 3 a.m. again. We need to do another night because we need to go back and we need to see the rest of that video that she got cut off because the battery was dead. Because we can go back the next night here and we can find out exactly what happened on that video. But I believe we can ask her some more questions as well. I'm not sure. That's why I went back and checked.
I'm so glad you stopped by. I've translated the entire journal. It's fabulous. And as an added bonus, it includes Marie's official decoder, something no one else has ever found before.
See you soon.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Yeah, that's why I had to go back, because I had to make sure that she had translated what she needed to so that we can go back to her room and get it. Because she left a translation in her room, so that kind of gives us another excuse to go and watch the rest of her video. So we're going to go ahead and head in there and get that translation from her, and then we are going to do that as well. Hopefully we'll be able to.
It looks like some sort of decoder. Each of these symbols stands for a certain word.
So there is a translation. At the time I didn't know what the heck it meant, but let's go ahead and put the battery back in and check the rest of this video out.
Oh, what's this? It appears to be some kind of peephole. But what, pray, does it peep upon? Shall I peep? La la! I do believe I'll peep. The beauty, the colors. So this is what Helga told me to look for. Where's my medallion? It fits! Note to self, high five Team Hotchkiss. And what's this? A message? Eureka! It says the diamond.
Oh, so apparently that was her medallion that was in the room. It wasn't Lisa. Okay, so now I'm even more confused than I was before. So apparently there's a place in this castle, or whatever it's called, the mansion, tower, whatever, in this hotel area that we're staying at, there is a area in here that we need to go and check out, because apparently it's majorly significant. And it has to do with these medallions right here. Yeah, they fit exactly into this little area here, and they must mean something, obviously, because there's some words, gotta mean something. So let's check them all out and see what they all say. So they all have those symbols on them, they all have different words, which I think is the translations that we were looking at in her room. So we've checked out the green, blue, and red, and they all say something different, and they all have different symbols on them. So that's pretty significant, if I do say so myself. And I think that's going to be pretty helpful to us. So I think we're going to actually we're going to figure out the end of this mystery in the next episode, and that's going to be pretty significant, because we're going to find out who
I think I see
actually
what
has had
the
that.
symbols in the stained glass mean now. Let's see. Purple rose, whole diamond, key of queen. But where have I seen a purple rose? And what's a diamond key?
Okay, so we didn't even have to worry about the translation because Nancy translated it for us. But we're gonna solve this mystery basically in the next episode, because there's a purple rose that I didn't particularly look at in the first time that I went down there, but there is a purple rose, and it is very significant to finding some certain diamond key treasure. So we definitely are going to want to check that out. But we have to get to the place first. I know exactly where it is, and where we need to go, and what we need to do. So we're going to figure this out one way or the other. Hopefully we can get to it before someone stops us. And I have a feeling I know exactly who it might be trying to stop us. Even though Hotchkiss definitely had the medallion, but yeah. We'll see. Let's just get this stupid annoying alarm off. Ugh. I don't know why the thing keeps going off, but whatever. And let's make our way back down to the tower. Which is weird to say, back down to the tower. But we are going down the ladder to get to the tower, so technically we are going down to the tower, which is up the stairs, but we are going back up the stairs, so technically are we going down or are we going up? I don't know, but we gotta do this annoying puzzle again, that's all I know. And yeah, I don't know I won't make you guys sit through that again. I'll figure it out, don't worry. But like I said, next episode we are going to be finishing the game up, so you don't want to miss it. Let's find out what's going on and let's find that treasure.